You know, you just keep getting the gospel from every direction until finally there's one person that's going to get you there. And there's one moment you're going to hear it that it's going to really stick with you. But you're getting it all the time in all directions. So my name is Scotty Valiani. I started at Mount Perrin in 2001, back in the old building. I was in second grade. I graduated in 2013. I work at 4 Points Church in Ackworth, Georgia. I'm the Family Discipleship Director, and I am because of Mount Perrin Christian School. This school taught me so much about, it taught me some about who I am, but more it taught me about who my God is, and because of that I've decided to gear my life towards serving other people however I can. So I started in second grade. I was the last year in the old building. We used to meet at Mount Perrin North in East Cobb. And I was in third grade the first year here in this building in Amanda Varner's class. Back then she was Amanda Tilley. It was awesome. My desk was right next to hers because I talked too much.
You're gonna see it. So this is my very first class, and there is Scotty Valiani.
I think if I were to describe my time at Mount Perrin with one word, it was full. I was so busy. I wanted to take advantage of everything Mount Perrin had to offer. So I played football, I wrestled, but I also I was in the marching band. I did performing arts, musicals, plays, whatever I had time to do, I did, and I loved it. I think my first major impact at Mount Perrin was the man who shared the gospel with me for the first time. His name was Brent Stevens. I know I had heard the gospel a million times before, but he taught it in a way in my 7th grade Bible class here that I'd never heard it before. He was a major part. I think I could credit all the teachers through middle school. I was a rough student, so all of them had patience with me, but the kind of patience that really comes from the gospel. I think I was a tough student. I got in a lot of trouble when I was younger, but men like Steve Shelton gave me grace, and not human grace. It's grace that pointed me to Christ. I was always told, hey, you've got to do better. But there was, I think the beautiful thing about Mount Perrin is when I would fail as a student, I would be encouraged to try harder and to do better, but ultimately I'd be pointed to Christ. There was this sense of service that I saw in everybody. I came from my mother worked here at the school, and she put me and my sister here. So I came from a household with just a single mom. And she was at the school all the time. Me and my sister were at the school all the time. And the men here at Mount Perrin specifically, and the way they served the community was incredibly influential in my life. I wasn't great at studying, and I was put into a directed studies class with Steve Bowman. And I study the Bible for a living now because of the things and the ways that he taught me to study when I was in his class. It's impacted my entire career, the way that I preach, the way that I read and understand God's Word. Came from a directed studies class in my high school. How easy would it be for that to be something where they just put students who are struggling and just say, here's sit down in this classroom, do whatever. But he really took time to sit down with me and say, hey, let me help you figure out how you need to study and how you can best absorb information. And that's something that's not just benefited me, but through him teaching me that has benefited the people that I serve in my job. My family, my sister, my mother, we were all served so well by Mount Perrin, by the community here. Every opportunity that this school had to serve and to bring us into serving other people. It gave me a love for serving. And I know how God can work through people. I know how God can make himself great through our efforts and our actions, our sacrifices for him. So because of that, I have ended up working in ministry and sharing the gospel with young men and women because of the way that it was shared with me here at Mount Perrin.